Have you ever wondered if there's an energy source out there, just waiting to be discovered, that could provide limitless power? An energy that could end our reliance on fossil fuels, eliminate pollution, and usher in a new age of technological and environmental advancement? What if I told you that such a source already exists, hidden in plain sight, just beyond the horizon of modern science? This isn't science fiction or a fantastical dream. The concept of limitless energy is one that has been hinted at throughout human history, from ancient civilizations to visionary scientists of the present day. But what if this energy is not some magical substance or exotic material hidden on some far-off planet? What if the answer lies in the very fabric of our reality, in the fields of energy that are all around us, yet remain unseen and largely unexplored? Welcome, traveler, to a journey into the mysteries of the universe's hidden energy. This is the story of how an ancient, almost mystical understanding of energy could one day lead to the discovery of a new kind of power, a power that is as boundless as the very stars themselves. This energy, which has the potential to change everything, is woven into the very structure of the cosmos. In physics, energy is not just a concept, it is the force that drives the universe. And yet, there are forms of energy that are rarely discussed in mainstream science. Energy sources that exist beyond the conventional understanding of electricity, magnetism, and gravity. These hidden energies, though almost completely ignored, have the potential to change our world. They are waiting to be tapped into. Before we embark on this journey, let's consider the history of human innovation. For centuries, we have been dependent on finite energy sources: coal, oil, and natural gas. These sources have fueled the rise of civilizations and brought us to the modern age. But now, we face the consequences of this reliance: climate change, pollution, and the depletion of vital resources. It is clear that the path we are currently on is unsustainable. Yet there are whispers among scientists and spiritual seekers alike that point to something beyond fossil fuels, an energy source that is not only inexhaustible, but could provide a clean and sustainable way to power the world. But how could this be possible? How could we unlock such a source of power? The answer, my friends, lies in the quantum world, a realm of reality that is both beyond our senses and deeply intertwined with the fabric of existence. In this chapter, we'll explore the first hint of this energy: zero-point energy, a concept that, until recently, was relegated to the realms of theory and science fiction. Zero-point energy has the potential to unlock the kind of power that could change the course of human history. Imagine, for a moment, an energy source that exists everywhere, in every single point of space, at all times. An energy that does not come from a physical object or a fuel source, but instead is the result of the very nature of the universe itself. This is the essence of zero-point energy. Zero-point energy, often referred to as the energy of the vacuum, is the energy that remains even in the empty vacuum of space. An energy that exists in every point of space and time, even in the absence of matter. It is not a hypothetical construct. It is a real, measurable phenomenon, predicted by quantum mechanics and confirmed by experimental results. In the world of quantum physics, the vacuum is not empty. In fact, it is teeming with virtual particles, fluctuations in the quantum field, and unseen forces. These fluctuations are not random or chaotic. They represent the fundamental energy that permeates all of reality. Zero-point energy is the energy of these fluctuations, a form of energy that could, in theory, be harnessed to power machines, generate electricity, or even propel spacecraft. To understand zero-point energy, we must first look at the work of pioneers like Albert Einstein and Niels Bohr. In the early 20th century, these scientists helped to lay the foundations for quantum mechanics, the theory that describes the behavior of particles on the smallest scales. Quantum mechanics revealed that particles do not behave like solid objects, but exist as waves of probability, constantly fluctuating between different states. These fluctuations occur even in a perfect vacuum, where no matter or energy exists in the traditional sense. These fluctuations create a kind of background energy, which is the essence of zero-point energy. While scientists have known about this energy for decades, The real challenge has been finding a way to harness it. If we could tap into zero-point energy, we would have access to an energy source that is virtually limitless. It could be used to power cities, industries, and transportation systems. It could provide us with the clean energy we need to heal our planet. Yet despite its potential, zero-point energy remains elusive. Some scientists believe that it is simply a mathematical curiosity with no practical application, while others insist that its harnessing is the key to solving our energy crisis. But could it be that the answer lies not in technology alone, but in a deeper understanding of how the universe works? If you've ever heard the name Nikola Tesla, you know that he was one of the most brilliant inventors in history. Tesla's work in electricity and magnetism laid the foundation for much of modern technology. But Tesla's true genius lay in his vision of the future, a vision in which humanity could tap into a limitless, free energy source available to all. Tesla famously claimed that the day science begins to study non-physical phenomena, it will make more progress in one decade than in all the previous centuries of its existence. He was not merely talking about the known forces of electromagnetism, but about a deeper, more profound energy that lay hidden beneath the surface of reality. Tesla's theories and inventions suggested that there was a hidden field of energy, what we might now call zero-point energy, that could be harnessed for the benefit of all. In his work with wireless transmission of energy, Tesla demonstrated that it was possible to send power through the air without wires. This was a breakthrough, but what was even more fascinating was Tesla's belief that the energy he was working with was not coming from a traditional power source. Instead, he was drawing from an unseen field of energy that pervades the entire universe. Tesla believed that Earth itself was a giant resonator, capable of tapping into a cosmic energy field. He envisioned a world where energy could be transmitted wirelessly and freely to every corner of the globe. He even spoke of harnessing energy from the ionosphere, the region of space that surrounds the Earth, as a potential source of limitless power. Sadly, Tesla's vision was never fully realized in his lifetime, as his work was largely overshadowed by the commercial interests of the time. But in recent years, scientists and inventors have begun to rediscover Tesla's theories, and some have even begun to experiment with ways to tap into this hidden energy. Could Tesla's dream of free, limitless energy be closer to reality than we think? To understand how zero-point energy might one day be harnessed, we must dive deeper into the nature of the quantum field, the very fabric of reality itself. The quantum field is not merely a theoretical concept or abstract idea. It is the fundamental structure that gives rise to all particles, forces, and interactions in the universe. Everything we see, touch, and experience ultimately emerges from this underlying energy field. In essence, the quantum field is the source of all energy and matter, a vast, dynamic, and interconnected web that holds the key to the deepest mysteries of the cosmos. At the quantum level, the universe behaves in ways that are nothing short of strange. It is not a static or empty void, but a vibrant, fluctuating sea of energy. This energy is constantly in motion, vibrating and oscillating even in what we perceive as empty space. To the naked eye, this space seems like a vacuum, nothing more than a blank canvas. But at the quantum scale, the vacuum is alive with activity. It is teeming with fleeting particles and waves that appear and disappear in the blink of an eye, an eternal dance of creation and annihilation. This constant movement is often referred to as the quantum fluctuations that underlie the very fabric of reality. These fluctuations are not random or without purpose. They are, in fact, governed by a set of fundamental principles that give structure to the universe. Every particle, from the tiniest quarks to the largest galaxies, emerges from the quantum field's interactions. The quantum field is not simply the backdrop against which particles exist. It is the very medium through which energy and matter come into being. These fluctuations give rise to all the forces and particles we observe, including gravity, electromagnetism, and the strong and weak nuclear forces. In essence, it is in this hidden world of quantum energy that the potential for limitless power exists. The question, then, is how do we tap into this hidden well of energy? The concept of zero-point energy emerges from this quantum framework. Zero-point energy refers to the energy that remains in the quantum field, even when all other forms of energy are supposedly empty or at rest. According to quantum mechanics, even in a perfect vacuum, where no particles or radiation are present, the quantum field still contains residual energy. This energy exists at the lowest possible energy state, the so-called zero point, and it is this elusive energy that holds the promise of unlimited power. Recent advancements in quantum mechanics and quantum field theory have provided tantalizing clues about how we might access this hidden energy. Unlike classical physics, which treats energy and matter as separate entities, quantum mechanics reveals that energy and matter are deeply intertwined, constantly interacting and changing forms. In this framework, energy does not come from a traditional fuel or a power plant. Instead, it is the natural outcome of the interactions and fluctuations that occur within the quantum field itself. This opens up the possibility of extracting energy from the field itself, bypassing the need for traditional energy sources altogether. The key to unlocking zero-point energy lies in our ability to understand and control the quantum field. As of now, the quantum field is not something that can be directly manipulated or controlled using conventional technologies. The laws of physics that govern our everyday experiences do not apply at this tiny, microscopic scale. To harness zero-point energy, we would need to develop entirely new methods and technologies that can interact with the quantum field in ways that our current understanding of physics cannot yet explain. The challenge is not just one of engineering, but of entirely rethinking the nature of energy and matter. In recent years, there has been growing interest in developing devices capable of tapping into this invisible energy. Some researchers are exploring the concept of zero-point energy generators, devices that could theoretically harvest this untapped energy from the quantum field. These devices would require materials and technologies that can influence quantum fluctuations on a massive scale, something that remains far beyond our current capabilities. Yet even with these immense challenges, progress is being made. New breakthroughs in materials science, nanotechnology, and quantum computing are pushing us closer to understanding how we might interact with the quantum field in a meaningful way. However, there are significant hurdles to overcome. First and foremost, we must find a way to isolate and access the quantum fluctuations without disturbing the delicate balance of the field. Any interference with the quantum field could cause the energy to dissipate or become irretrievable. Additionally, scientists must develop new mathematical models and experimental techniques that can provide a deeper understanding of how the quantum field behaves, not just in theoretical terms, but in practical, actionable ways. The complexity of this task cannot be overstated, but the potential rewards are too great to ignore. The implications of unlocking zero-point energy are staggering. If we can find a way to harness this energy, it would be a revolution unlike any the world has ever seen. It would provide us with a limitless, clean, and sustainable source of power, free from the environmental and geopolitical constraints that currently plague our energy systems. The very notion of scarcity could be rendered obsolete. However, as with all great scientific endeavors, this breakthrough would require both time and patience, as well as a radical shift in how we think about the laws of nature. At its core, the quantum field is a realm of infinite potential. The energy that flows through it is boundless and ever-present, waiting to be understood and harnessed. We have only begun to scratch the surface of this vast reservoir of energy, and the journey to unlocking its secrets is one of the most exciting and profound challenges humanity will face. By exploring the depths of the quantum field, we may one day discover a new era of energy, an era where the limitations of the past no longer bind us, and the possibilities of the future are only limited by our imagination. So what does the future hold for zero-point energy? Will it remain a distant dream relegated to the pages of speculative science fiction? Or will humanity one day unlock the secrets of the universe's hidden energy, turning what was once unthinkable into the most profound reality of the modern age? The truth is, we are standing on the precipice of a new era in science and technology, one that promises to redefine not only how we generate power, but also how we interact with the very fabric of existence. The concept of zero-point energy an energy source that exists within the vacuum of space itself, is no longer just a tantalizing idea from theoretical physics. It is becoming an increasingly plausible and urgent frontier in scientific exploration. Researchers, physicists, and engineers are diving deep into the mysteries of the quantum world, seeking the key to this infinite energy source that could revolutionize everything from how we power our homes to how we fuel our industries, transport systems, and even space exploration. While the journey has been slow, with many setbacks and skepticism along the way, there has been a remarkable shift in recent years. As technology continues to advance, so too does our ability to probe deeper into the unseen realms of the quantum field. New discoveries in quantum mechanics, breakthroughs in energy field manipulation, and the rapid progress in material science are beginning to show that zero-point energy may not be as distant as once thought. The acceleration of research in these fields marks a turning point, one that could usher in a new age of energy unlike anything humanity has ever known. There is a profound sense of optimism among those in the scientific community who are dedicating their lives to this pursuit. Concepts that were once dismissed as fanciful ideas or the musings of mad scientists are slowly becoming legitimate areas of study. Zero-point energy, which was once relegated to obscure papers and the fringe corners of theoretical physics, is now part of serious discourse. The potential applications of harnessing such an energy source are nothing short of transformative. If we are able to tap into the quantum field's vast reservoir, the ramifications would not only satisfy our current energy needs, but would also fundamentally change how we approach technology, economics, and even our relationship with the planet. In the coming decades, we could witness the rise of technologies that harness the energy of the quantum field in ways we can scarcely imagine today. Imagine clean, abundant power that does not rely on polluting fossil fuels, nuclear reactors, or even the limitations of solar or wind energy. Imagine a world where energy is not a commodity that can be bought and sold, but a freely available resource, just as much a part of nature as the air we breathe. Such a future would not only solve the energy crisis that has plagued humanity for centuries, but would also allow us to build sustainable, flourishing societies across the globe. The discovery of zero-point energy would remove many of the barriers that currently divide nations, economies, and people. Energy scarcity would become a thing of the past, and the inequalities that arise from it could be slowly dismantled, as every person on Earth would have access to the same vast energy resources. But the impact of unlocking zero-point energy would not stop at meeting our energy needs. The true power of such a discovery lies in its potential to unlock a new understanding of the universe itself. In a way, harnessing this hidden energy would open the door to deeper questions about the nature of reality, time, and space. The discovery could offer us the tools to manipulate the very forces that govern the cosmos, granting humanity an unprecedented understanding of the laws of nature and a newfound ability to control them. In this new era, we would not simply be consumers of energy, but active participants in the shaping of our world and the larger universe. We might even find ourselves exploring new realms, traveling to distant stars, understanding the nature of black holes, and discovering the long-hidden forces that connect everything in existence. In many ways, the discovery of zero-point energy would be the key to unlocking a new era of human civilization, a civilization no longer limited by the scarcity of resources, where poverty, inequality, and environmental degradation could be things of the past. With unlimited, clean power at our fingertips, the possibilities become limitless. Our ability to explore the stars would be vastly enhanced, turning the dream of interplanetary and even interstellar travel into an achievable goal. Colonizing distant planets, harnessing resources from asteroids, and building self-sustaining space habitats would no longer be the stuff of science fiction, but the future of human exploration and survival. But beyond space exploration, the transformative power of zero-point energy would allow us to repair and restore the balance of the Earth's ecosystems. Climate change, one of the greatest challenges of our time, could be mitigated as we transition away from polluting energy sources. Industries could operate without harming the environment, and energy-intensive processes could be powered cleanly and efficiently. The oceans, forests, and the atmosphere could begin to heal as humanity moves toward a future where the exploitation of natural resources is replaced by harmonious coexistence with the planet. Imagine a world where clean water, food, and energy are abundant, where no one goes without basic necessities because of a lack of resources. Zero-point energy could level the playing field, creating new possibilities for global cooperation and shared prosperity. It could empower underdeveloped nations to leapfrog into the future, bypassing centuries of dependence on outdated technologies and infrastructure. The rich and poor, the developed and developing, could unite in common cause to build a better world, not one of scarcity and competition, but of collaboration and mutual benefit. This, then, is the promise of zero-point energy, a future where the limitless energy of the universe is no longer a dream, but a tangible reality, a future where we no longer live in the shadow of resource scarcity, pollution, and environmental degradation, but instead emerge into a new age of boundless possibility. The discovery of this energy source would be more than just a technological achievement. It would be a spiritual awakening for humanity, an evolution of our consciousness, as we step into a world where the forces of nature are no longer forces we must fight against, but ones we can work with to create a better, more harmonious future for all. As we stand on the edge of this exciting new frontier, it's clear that we are no longer confined by the limitations of the past. The future of energy is not one of scarcity and struggle, but one of abundance and possibility. And while the road to discovering zero-point energy may be long and fraught with obstacles, the rewards are too great to ignore. The time has come for humanity to embrace the next great leap forward, a leap into the boundless future of unlimited energy, where the power to change the world is ours for the taking. The hidden energy source that could unlock unlimited power is not some far-off fantasy. It is a very real and tangible possibility. Zero-point energy, the energy of the quantum field, is waiting for us to unlock its secrets. But this discovery will require more than just technological innovation. It will require a shift in consciousness. It will require us to rethink our relationship with energy, power, and the universe itself. As we venture into the unknown, we must remain open to the mysteries that lie ahead. The potential for unlimited power is not just a scientific challenge, it is a spiritual one. Are we ready to embrace this new frontier? Are we prepared to harness the energy of the universe and create a future where power is no longer a scarce commodity, but a boundless force available to all? The choice is ours to make, and the adventure begins now.